there, CriterioNate hater, number 475, Peter Yates, The Friends of Eddie Coyle. Get it? Friends? Yeah, anyway. Holy crap! We're 75% done with the season, I guess. But we still got 25 more movies, 25 more spine numbers, and all the, at least 2 or 3 more Eclipse reviews to do. So it's like we're never gonna. It's the middle of May. Oh God. Well, hopefully we'll be done by the end of July. Hopefully I'll get some kind of a break and give you guys some kind of a break. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the thing, because I don't know if I can keep doing the whole 100 a year. You know, I may need to take a little more lax. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway. But all that's not a problem here. We're going to talk about The Friends of Eddie Coyle. 1973, it's Peter Yates. Yeah, Peter Yates, The Friends of Eddie Coyle. 1973, 102 minutes, color number 1/3 of the last one. Anyway. Robert Mitchum. Great Robert Mitchum. One fantastic role. He's got Peter Boyle, I remember from Everybody Loves Raymond and Young Frankenstein. And gosh, I think there's another Criterion movie he's in. Now I need to look that up. I know we've seen him before. I know we've seen him in another movie, but damn it all if I can't remember what else he's been in. Joe Santos. He's in Medium Cool. Okay, well, we haven't gotten to that one yet, but well, I'm excited to see that. He's in Taxi Driver. Okay, gosh, here I am looking up Peter Boyle's filmography, but I feel like Oh, he was in Walker. That's it, Walker. That's the movie we just recently saw him in. Anyway, so not a bad movie. A very interesting movie. I got into this one. This was one I used to have. My library sale had it, and I grabbed it, and I ended up selling it because I needed the money, and I wasn't sure if I'd like this one or not. And to be fair, I liked it, but I don't know if I really liked it enough to keep it. So anyway, it's a really fun little action-y movie, very intrigue, very who can you trust, very not very noirish, but definitely definitely a crime movie. So yeah, I liked it, and let's give you a little bit of the plot here. Eddie Coyle, played by Robert Mitchum, is he drives a truck for a bakery, though he barely works. He makes most of his money from running guns and all that. He gets his guns from a guy named, gosh, I know who they are. I just need to look up their names. He gets his guns from a guy named Jackie Brown, and Jackie gets his guns from another guy or something. And so Eddie works with this guy, is friends with this bar manager, Dylan, played by Peter Boyle. And Eddie apparently is facing time for a bank robbery or hijacking that went wrong or something like that. And he's working with this federal agent, Dave Foley, who's trying to get, who he wants to work with him to, get his reduced sentence or get off completely, And so he thinks that if he can, inform on some of his friends, then he'll get off, However, his repeated, he keeps trying to, get in, but his other friends seem to beat him to it, or they just seem to, it seems to all go wrong for him. And in the end, Eddie's fate is not for the better. That's all I'll say. I think this is the only Peter Yates film in the Criterion Collection, and I think due to its lack of supplements, there's little to no supplements. There's a stills gallery and commentary by Peter Yates himself, but outside of that, there's not much. There's no documentaries on the movie or anything like that. Yeah, this is the only Peter Yates movie, and now I'm wondering if I've seen anything else by him, because I'd love to know more about this director. He's done some So let's see if the Bullet. I think I've seen Bullet. He did Mother Chugs and Speed. Oh, great. Yeah, so he hasn't done any other Criterion movies. He did Krull. Wow. He did Krull. That's crazy. Okay, that one. I'm gonna be seeing that in a little while. The Riff Tracks version of it. So, oh man. All right. So anyway. So yeah, I don't know much about Peter Yates. So I liked. I thought the cinematography was great. The plot. The music, Dave Grusin did the music, and he's a great composer. It was very actiony and very funky, very 70s too. This movie definitely screams 1973. I did have an issue with the 2 uses of the N-word. For that reason, I can't give this a full A. I'm probably going to end up giving it an A-, just because because the hearing that word just does not make me feel good. So, and I guess I feel like, if characters are going to be racist, let them be like outwardly racist and not just like, I don't know. It's just frustrating. So that people just throw that word in. I mean, maybe it was used in the novel, but then again, it makes me wonder about the novel. How racist is the novel? Anyway, so that's all. That's all I really have to say about it. Again, Mitchum's great. Boyle's great. Like all the actors in this movie are amazing, and you do kind of get lost in it, and you do want to you do end up rooting for Eddie for a while, even though he's doing terrible things and he's a horrible person. But you do root for him. You want him to do well. And I was hoping he'd get out, but to no avail. That's a bit of a spoiler, obviously, but I won't say how and when and where. Just let it all, because it makes more sense to watch this movie for yourself. And I think my favorite scene, though, I will say one more spoiler. My favorite scene was definitely the scene where Jackie ends up getting caught by Dave Foley. I guess Eddie ends up squealing on Jackie, and at a train station, he's meeting this couple. This couple who are living in a van who want some machine guns or rifles or something like that. And after the deal doesn't go through, he tries to take off, but all the cars Foley's been watching them, and he decides to call in the people, and they all block his car off, and he's trying to get out. And he picks up this pace, and he keeps crashing in all the cars, and that was great. That was a lot of fun. So, So anyway, outside of that, a really good movie. The racism aside, all in all, a great movie. Friends of Coyle gets an A- from me. I would check this one out. It's definitely a fun ride. But again, racism, be warned. Again, as I mentioned, no real supplements outside of Stills Gallery have been working, and the audio commentary and all that. That's basically it. And this booklet will not fit in this case. So Friends of Coyle, A-, maybe give this one a shot. So that's it for today. I got it done after all I was talking about last night. Possibly tomorrow, possibly Tuesday. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Not looking forward to Kate Blanchett, but what are you going to say? Anyway, so the plan is if I do that tomorrow on Monday the 21st, then the 22nd we will do Last Year at Marienbad, which really wish you could see this. I may have to. Is there a booklet in here? No. I'll just show you that. Last Year at Marienbad. And I'm gonna jump and skip Bergman Island until Wednesday the 23rd, because I have more time to do this on Tuesday than this on Wednesday. So we'll do this on Wednesday. But again, it depends on what my schedule is tomorrow. If I get this done, then if I don't get this done, then we will do this Tuesday. We'll do this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on and so forth. And then hopefully, this weekend will be probably just The Human Condition. And then I went ahead and put a hold on the next 5. The Two Godards, Made in the USA, 2 or 3 things I know about her. Repulsion, Roman Polanski's Propulsion. the Gene Dealman movie, and Last Days of Disco. And then I might have to take a bit of a break. I'm not sure. Depends on my schedule. Depends on how long the movies are and how many supplements there are too. There's a chance I might be able to get them done, but I doubt I will. So yeah, I may need to stop somewhere after the Godard movies or Repulsion, just for like a few days or something. I'm not sure right now. So anyway, yeah, so that's the plan. That's it for me. Thank you for watching. Don't use the N-word. And don't squeal on your friends. You know, the ones you can depend on. And yeah, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching. We might see you tomorrow or Tuesday for the Curious Case of Benjamin Button. And until then, goodbye.